Who dat?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
Ooh.
I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can.
Oh, that's great.
But there's another matter we must attend to first.
Fuck.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well.
Oh, what a bitch.
She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I don't want beef with Marjorie.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Those doors are huge, yo.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I'll try to keep my cool.
Good luck.
Good luck, have fun. Yo, I might just stab at Cersei though, because she's such a bitch. Oh my god, it's Tyrion! Tyrion's my boy. My boy.
You can do this.
Oh yeah, I have to walk, I forgot. I was waiting for it to move me by itself. That. Baby steps.
Ah, Lady Marjorie.
Oh, look at him.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
He's so cute.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
What a
With
bitch.
your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I will kneel. Because I am
Your Grace.
just being Miskeen right now.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Ugh.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
That's a
Is your
strike.
family loyal to the king?
Absolutely.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
Ugh.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
What?
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all,
That's a strike.
is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Absolutely.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Ooh.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
Where's the stab
There are
Cersei
ships
button?
and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening.
Ooh, my goodness.
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
This
What
is
would you have the
true.
girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Yes, Tyrion. He knows.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Bitch.
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps.
Oh,
Perhaps
shit.
not.
Was that a bad thing to say?
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who
Ooh,
thinks she
my-
can play games.
Stab her.
Who do you choose?
Stab her. Phew. Fuck. You know, fuck the king.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She...
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants,
Ooh.
which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
What a bitch. Sup, Tyrion, T-Dog.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her. I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested
I'll risk it for a
It's a risk I'm
biscuit.
willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.